cause now you're winning. Here's our beginning. I always wanted a good
Bring Sally up and bring Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Bring Sally up and bring Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Bring Sally up and bring Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Bring Sally up and bring Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Bring Sally up and bring Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Bring Sally up and bring Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Bring Sally up and bring Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Bring Sally up and bring Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Oh, Miss Lucy, head gone. Left me head
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Kansas Speedway. We're in the RC.net Cup Series live tonight on Noble Network. One Carl Brown will be on pit road alongside Andy Kessler. I am Ben Kilcrease, and as always, Matt Weisbrot is in his company van just at the bottom of the grandstands. Everybody, welcome once again to Kansas Speedway. Andy, it's going to be a fun and exciting race here tonight. It's going to be the last race for us here at Kansas for a while. I'm kind of glad about that.
Yeah, one can only hope about that, Ben, but no, I'm excited. We've seen all types of cars and trucks here. We enjoyed every single bit of them, even the one last night with the B-Cup cars. A great race last night for Aero Loose. But we're here again tonight, and now it's time to see what these Cup cars can do. Lots of power, very slick track, especially on that high side. We're going to see a lot of action on that wall, and I'm pretty sure the paint's not going to be white when this one's over.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. It's going to be a fun one, but right now we're going to ask you to please rise at home if you're in your living room and put your hands together for Denise Hutchinson as we go trackside for today's national anthem, and after that, following with the command.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the winds bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Crank 'em up. Fired up. Hi, bud. Fired up. Fired up. Crank it up. Crank it up. Fired up. We have a good time for this. Keep your eyes out up there, Dylan.
On behalf of iRacing.com, Motorsport Simulations, Noble Motorsport RC.net, and Noble Network 1, welcome to Kansas Speedway. Carl Brown will be on pit road alongside Andy Kessler. I am Ben Kilcrease, and Matt Weisbrod is getting the picture that you see to you. And Andy, we are at Kansas Speedway, another mile and a half cookie cutter, but this is no ordinary mile and a half cookie cutter. We got to run the high side here to be fast, which is going to cause for some awesome action tonight.
We've seen the bottom line work for a couple of laps on the restart with the fresh tires. You'll see some guys try that bottom line and probably get the advantage. However, once that gets running, that top side is going to be the place to be, and unless you move somebody or somebody gets in the wall, it's going to be a tough time to pass.
It certainly will, and let's waste no time and head to tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole, a familiar face around the front is the number 10 with a time of 29.501. That is Dave Washington, and to his outside in the number 55 is William Roberts.
Mitch Lennon in the 5 car is going to start third tonight, and right to his outside, the 00 of James Ray.
David Elliott, a good qualifying run for him. He starts 5th tonight with Justin Munsell in the 25 to his outside.
Brian Coveney is going to start 7th in that 9 cars. Kenny Baum Jr. is going to be on his outside, that 2.
Brian Terry in the number 92 rolls off 10th. Rounding out the top 10 is the number 69 of Tyler McEwen.
TJ Graves is going to start 11th in the 29, while Dylan Jones didn't take a time tonight. He's going to start 12th.
Brad Spidell in the number 76 rolls off 13th. 14th is the number 19 of Dylan Lee.
Brian Neff in the 60 will start 5th, while Stefan Burnell will roll off to his outside in the 79.
Shotgun on the field, who just didn't even get a lap of qualifying nor a lap of practice. Going to be interesting to watch him. That's Eric Dallariva, winner from Watkins Glen. As we get set on the pace lap here, 1 lap till we go green. Carl Brown, what are we going to see on pit road tonight?
Well, we're going to see a little bit of a different strategy tonight. I went by and visited the shops over this week and talked to the crews. They had this race actually circled on the calendar, not because they were looking forward to it, because they were regretting it, because the high side here is pretty much the fast way around, and they're going to get the right sides pretty beat up. So you're going to see a lot of the teams keeping one of the tire changers on the right-hand side of the car, trying to pull them fenders out underneath the cautions.
Sounds great. Thank you, Carl. He'll be on pit road all night tonight. Andy, before we go green, you got any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. It's time to get it on here. Only a few more races to the chase. Some guys on the bubble on the outside looking in, and other guys with a chance to fall out. So some guys like Denine and Brian Coveney, you're going to have to watch him, and Kenny Baum also, who's on the bubble on the inside.
Lights out, pace car in, 17 drivers take the green flag, and Washington's in the gas, and we're racing at Kansas Speedway. We take it clean through corner number 1 and 2. We go to the turn 1 camera. You saw them all dive down there. Oh, William Roberts had a good run through corner 2, but he tagged the apron and got loose. Washington leads him down the backstretch.
Everybody already to that high side, single file all the way throughout the field. battle right now. Looks like for 6th place is Dave Elliott's kind of hanging down on that bottom side with Kenny Baum all over his back bumper.
Kenny Baum Jr. not the best qualifier, and he'll admit that, but he's already trying to make his way through the field. Oh, no, he might tag the wall there. He kept it out of it. Tyler McEwen in number 69. He's got a good run coming up through the field. He qualified 10th. He's working on the back bumper of Brian Coveney. He's actually going to put it in. Coveney's going to stop. No, can he save it? Oh, no, he overcorrects and hars the wall. He goes upside down as the number 9. And that almost took out Dylan Jones, but Brian Coveney has had a terrible crash, and he has already pulled it behind the wall. We're going to ride on board with him for this, and Eugen McEwen went to dive low. I don't think he was expecting Coveney to break that early, Andy, and he just got into his quarter panel, and Coveney almost had it saved. But just ended up losing it, overcorrecting. And I don't know, Matt, if it's too late or not, but TJ Graves got bumped from Stefan Brunel, and he put on a smoke show in corner number 4, but he was able to save it.
Pit road's open, Ben, this time around. The leaders all stayed out, but it's from Dave Elliott on back, 7th place with nothing to lose. They're heading down towards Carl.
Yeah, Andy, it's just a little bit of strategy. Try to get off sequence with the leaders. They're coming in, you know, getting fuel in there. You know, someone's complaining already about the car being loose, so they're going to go ahead and pour fresh rubbers on it also. And a couple of them's getting some of that right side fenders pulled out, but overall, just very few people come down.
There you have it, Andy. Andy, do you think you think any teams have already started making adjustments to their cars? It's only been 2 laps, but you can really see how the car is on the early run. And you think some guys have started making adjustments this early on?
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised, and take advantage of it now. Like Dave Elliott trying to come down, running 7th, but you might as well take the chance. First one on pit road, everyone behind him followed. So good choice by him and those guys back. Don't blame any of these top guys here for staying out. You want to keep your track position.
Carl, you got something on pit road?
Yeah, you know how I was talking about some people's going to be pulling strategy on pit road with their crew members staying on the right-hand side. I just saw the competition diecast. One of the tire changers actually had a aluminum baseball bat velcroed to his suit so he could round that bat through the tire real quick.
My goodness, the inventions, Andy, these crews come up with nowadays.
Yeah, it looks like Kenny's coming back to the pits right now, Ben, and getting some of that sheet metal folded out, I should say, with that baseball bat. Whoa, wow,
Well, he had to pull it back there, and he has problems with communication to his crew. And there he goes, right down. He's back out on the track. He had to get that fixed. Communication with the crew is crucial here. I got to be able to hear your spotter. I got to be able to talk to your crew chief and hear your crew chief. So Kenny Baum back out on the track with it fixed now.
Well, that's going to build a little wrench into his strategy here. He's going to have to come back all the way from the back there. He's going to just restart. It looks like 14th is Eric Dallariva was the one that got the free pass that time around. And, of course, we talked about it. Brian Coveney already in that wreck there, 2 laps into it. And he's going to call it early night. And not good for that Noble Network 1 team.
Not at all. Getting set to get the lights off on the iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car, Dave Washington. He is your leader. He's led all the laps so far. William Roberts sits second. James Ray third. Mitch Lennon fourth. And Justin Munsell having a good run tonight. He sits fifth.
Yeah, good to see him up front, especially after that 3rd place finish last week. But really, you know, kind of holding his own. Got caught up in a couple accidents early in the season, none of his doing, and came out with a great run last week, getting that 3rd place finish at the Glen. So good to see him up front here at the 1.5 miles, and hopefully he can keep it there all race long.
Yep. Lights are off. That means we are going to go racing this time by Washington chooses the inside line, which is a little interesting. But he is a leader. He has the choice of when to go, and he can get a good enough jump, he won't need the outside line. Tell you what, I'm going to keep my eye on this 00 of James Ray. It's coming for him. The win is coming for James Ray here in the Cup Series, and I think it might be sooner rather than later. He is improving week in and week out.
Yeah, and the other guy, Ben, too, is that 55. William Roberts not running for points this season, but he's been, every race he's been in, he's been up front, battling hard, leading laps. So 55 is going to be another one to watch all night.
Another notable in the top 10, Dylan Lee, 6th after the pit stop space car in. Washington stacks them up. He's in the gas, and we're back racing. William Roberts looks slow on Dave Washington. Does he get the run? He will! Washington is going to get passed by Roberts maybe in corner 3, and Ray had a good run for his bumper on the backstretch.
He did. Right now he's got him cleared if he can slide up in front of him, but that high line is going to prevail. Dave Washington able to maintain on the outside. It looks like he's going to lead that lap this time by. Dave Washington still your leader. Hanging tough on the inside is William Roberts.
He only led it by 11,000ths of a second. Robert hasn't cleared. Can he slide up? No. He's going to have to let Washington go back by, but Roberts is able to maintain with him almost corner off. But now Ray looks to the inside of Roberts. Now the battle is for second position. Washington, oh, I thought he was going to slide up into the wall. He kept it out of it. Battle for second position. And look who is coming up through the field. That's Tyler McEwen. He's looking for 5th position from Mitch Lennon. Excuse me, 4th.
Yeah, he's looking for 4th, but James Ray kind of caught on that no man's land on the bottom line there. Typically the bottom line, any other track, Ben, is very fast, but not here at Kansas, and it proves it race after race after race. And James Ray now falling back. Looks like he's going to fall and lose that position to Tyler McEwen. Also, as now look at the 5-car, Mitch Lennon trying to make do for second off of turn 4.
Look at McEwen, he clears James Ray, and he stuck his nose to the inside of Lennon. McEwen is on a run, and he gets turned, heads into the wall. Big crash, and multiple cars are going to pile up into this one. Half the field is taken out in corner number 1.
Chain reaction right there, Ben. The 88 and the 5 got in contact with each other, and the 88 the 69 got into the wall right in front of Mitch Lennon, and everybody's on that high side. Everyone just followed right into the track.
Oh my goodness, and like our pit reporter just listed who wasn't involved in that wreck, we know Washington and Roberts were clear. Ray got by. And give me a second as I watch back on my replay monitor up here. Everybody else behind them piled up. Kenny Baum Jr. was involved. David Elliott was involved. So, my goodness.
Well, they're catching up to the pace car. Pit road should be open this time, Ben, and I believe you'll see these guys who didn't pit on that first stop come in this time as we've gotten ready to complete 11 laps. So it's just shy of half of a fuel run. So we'll see here as they come down pit road, and they are the leaders heading down towards you, Carl.
Yeah, they're coming down, going ahead and get those 4 fresh tires, gas. Majority of the crew is going to be actually going to work on these cars, getting them fixed. I even believe I heard a chainsaw crank up at one of these stalls back here to start cutting some stuff off the car.
My goodness, what else do they bring to the track these days, Andy?
They got it all. They have it all. They got torches. They got everything. Welders, you guys will be seeing it all if they keep beating them off the walls like they just did. Lots of guys here, though, down pit road to get some damage fixed. And that's not going to be a good thing for a lot of them. It looks like Washington does. He's able to beat Roberts off of pit road. Terry stayed out, though, to lead a lap. We'll see if he comes down pit road this time.
Sure he will. Jones involved in that accident right there. I tell you what, I mean, there's just... goodness. At any other track, that wouldn't be a problem, but Andy, like you said, you have to run the high side here to be fast, and everybody's so used to running the high side, they don't think about aiming the car low. So when something happens, everything's going to, of course, wash up the track. And that's exactly what happened there. Everything washed up, and everybody running the high side already couldn't get on the brakes quick enough, and everybody just piled up. But we have shaken this race up tremendously in the first 10 laps. Kenny Bomb Jr. behind the wall. Oh, Andy, as we get set for the restart, it's going to be a long night for some of these crews tonight, especially coming down on the pit stops. They're going to have to just continue to work on these cars every pit stop that we have to get these things back as close as they can to where we started.
Absolutely, and Ben, right now I'm looking, there's 5 cars out with the pace car right now. Everybody else is trying to get some damage fixed out on pit road, but like Dave Elliott, he's going to call it a night. Kenny Bomb Jr. has called in, or at least he's pulled to be on the wall right now, probably going to be end of the night for him also. A lot of guys having to call it early here. Too much damage to keep going after that wreck here, and we still have 120 laps to go.
So I like it's going to be a long race for many. And for others, it just got a whole heck of a lot easier to finish higher up. Update you on some cars that have officially pulled it behind the wall. They are Baum and Elliott, a bunch of others still doing work on their machines, and Brian Coveney has also pulled it behind the wall. Lights out on the pace car. 9 cars on the lead lap.
Make it 8. Justin Munsell still on pit road getting repairs done, so 8 cars on the lead lap. Not a good thing, but many guys only 1 lap down right now, and a lot of guys on pit road getting those cars fixed, so we'll see them back on the track to try to salvage anything they can.
So very uncharacteristic start here in the Cup Series as we get set for the second restart of the night on lap number 14. Top 5 as we get set for the start: Washington, Roberts, Ray, Brunel, and Spidell. It's going to be a good run for the opponent. Aware team guys up here. Ray and Spidell tell the nose for this restart.
Tailed the nose on that inside line, and looks like Stefan Brunel. I don't know if he's lagging back for a reason here, or he's trying to move some switches around here, but coming off turn 4, getting ready to get that green flag is some other guys trying to catch up to the field here.
6 cars right now, make it 7 with Graves, green flag, as we take them 3 wide already into corner number 1 with Graves shooting the middle.
Shooting middle, Dave Washington back out to a pretty comfortable lead right now. Is James Ray looking at that second position, getting a heck of a run off of turn number 2. It's going to be all over the back bumper of Dave Washington as they head into 3. Is he going to look low or just following his tire tracks?
Oh, he really got out of the gas there. Ray might be saving his stuff tremendously here in the early going. This may be how he drives 3 and 4. Roberts looked low, but he wasn't able to do it. James Ray still trying to chase down Washington.
On board with James Ray right now as he's trying to chase down Washington. The separation right now, about 2 or 3 car lengths right now separate these 2 guys, first and second, and another 2 back to William Roberts in third. But then it's about 15 car lengths back to 4th place, Stefan Brunel.
Right behind Brunel is Graves, and then we have Terry, and then Spidell, who is 7th, McEwen is 8th, and all the rest of the guys are on pit road.
That's right, 7 guys on the lead lap. Very uncharacteristic here early on, but that's exactly what can happen. Almost like a Talladega type event. When you're all running that same line there, one guy slips up and not much room for anybody else, and they all end up going out. But right now, a battle for 5th right now, heating up. Brian Terry looked to the inside of TJ Graves. Graves is going to maintain that outside. No, he's going to let Terry get in as Terry now sets his sights on Brunel.
Terry on the move on lap number 18 here at Kansas Speedway. Looks slow on Brunel. Can he clear him down in 1 and 2? Not going to be able to just yet. He gets to run off though. Brian Terry takes the 4th position.
He does make that great move. Stephane Burnell now falling back into the clutches of TJ Graves. He's looking to the high side as Burnell goes to the low side. Now Graves goes down to the low side. That's going to leave that high line open for Speidel as they come off of turn number 4.
I wonder why Graves actually followed him down there. He knows the high side's the quickest, and Burnell left the high side wide open for him. Oh, Terry smacks the wall in one.
Hits the wall getting into one. Doesn't look like he loses too much time. As Speidel now
Look at-
opening. But around the outside there, he's got to pass 2 cars in one turn.
Speidel said, you guys can race all you want, but I got to try and get a top finish here tonight. Speidel takes 2 positions in one turn, and he's up to 5th.
Up to 5th. Now we're going to set his sights on the 92 of Brian Terry. Terry not running for championship points, just out from wins. Brian Terry now into 1's going to lead Speidel and the rest of them.
That is for the 4th position. We got a little pack forming here. Speidel up to 5th. He's chasing Terry. Speidel being chased by Burnell, and TJ Graves is kind of falling back. That battle.
Yeah, as we look up front, not much has changed. James Ray still able to maintain somewhat contact with our leader, Dave Washington. Now he's kind of fell back just a bit, about a half second off. But William Roberts just kind of riding in the wind of James Ray right now. These top 3 are pretty content right now to at least they can see each other and move on to the next pit stop.
That they can, and it's a very, very long race here tonight, so no need to really get in a rush right now. You still got over 100 laps left in this one.
There's a pass for 4th right now on the speedway. It's right
Oh!
and he gets into the wall, gets a bump from Brian Terry. He's able to maintain it straight through the grass now. Here's the tricky part. Oh, no, and Terry touches.
No caution, believably.
Oh my.
That's going to be more cars out of this race as we get the replay up for you right now. Brad Speidel, he thought he was going to lose a bunch of positions there. He was able to maintain most of them because Terry and Graves got into it.
He was. That looks like TJ Graves slow on the apron of 3 and 4. He's probably going to have to come in and pit. It got too much damage there. Maybe knocked the toe out of that car there and that hit into the wall from Terry. I don't think Terry knew he was there. He was trying to give Speidel room for coming off the grass, but I don't believe he knew that TJ Graves was there.
So a very unbelievable race early on here at Kansas Speedway. I don't know what to say. This is crazy so far.
What I like seeing, though, Ben, is the top 3. I'm not going to say nose to tail because there is some separation, about 5 or 6 car lengths between each position right there, but it's good to see these top 3 guys, or the top 2nd and 3rd place, able to hang with Dave Washington, who we know is fast everywhere we go. So I think they're setting themselves up, especially James Ray. He's been fast all week long in practice and stuff. So James Ray just probably glad he's in the tire tracks right now and hoping that he can maintain this all race long.
This race is brought to you by RSeat.net. They have all your sim racing needs when it comes to comfort, system monitor stands. They have it all at RSeat.net, and they are the official sponsor of what you see on the television tonight. RSeat.net Sprint Cup Series here. Not so good night for the RSeat.net cars. Colin Jones runs 10th right now. Mitch Lennon is 15th, and
battle.
Washington tags the wall as we got a battle for the lead.
James Ray looking to the inside on turn number 3. Washington got into the wall through 1 and 2. It doesn't look like he got too much damage on that car, just kind of knocked some paint off of it. Able to stay in front of James Ray as they finally gets back up to speed now, and they head down the front stretch, but that just closed the top 3 in real close heading into 1.
Yep, and this is Ray's chance to capitalize if he wants anything to do. And right there, it looked like he was beginning to close. Now Washington's able to pull a little bit. No, Ray gets the run on the back straightaway. William Roberts has a run as well. There may be 3 wide on the front stretch if they're not careful.
Roberts ducking down to the inside. Not gonna make that happen right now, but he's gonna fall back in line in third. But James Ray still trying to catch that 10 car as they complete lap number 28.
Margin that line there, 0.2 of a second and a 3 back to William Roberts. And Ray's not really able to roll the entrance to the center, but off the corner he's real good. If he can get a little bit better to the center, I think Ray could be up there battling Washington and maybe even leading a few laps.
That could mean just a couple minor adjustments on pit road the next time in, but I believe Carl's down on pit road with a little bit of news about the 10.
Yeah, I just got to talking with Dave's crew chief. Said Dave's actually very happy with the car. He just got in the wall a little bit. He's sitting there eating his cookies and ended up dropping one. That's why he hit the wall, and he's a little upset now because he spilled his milk when he hit the wall.
And we got to give Carl for an award for the creativeness tonight.
Cookies. He's got to bring some
And
up
milk.
to the booth for us.
Yeah, I know. We got.
What's up with that? Get that team,
Yeah, I
Carl,
know.
go down to that team and tell them we need stuff up here.
All right, heading down there right now.
Oh, Dave's in the wall
Oh,
again!
no, we're going to foul him up down in 1 and 2 in the whoa, my goodness.
James had to whoa up. Roberts wasn't ready for it. Roberts got in the back of James Ray, but everyone's able to keep it straight here, and it looks like they're going to continue to head on, march on straight here. But man, that could have been trouble right there. Oh, and David looks like scrapes the wall off the floor.
And Roberts got it as well. William Roberts has major front end damage, and that's really messed up his car. It's not handling as good as it was. But the beneficiary of this is James Ray. He's dealing with Dave Washington, who has possibly some toe knockdown, and now the damage on Roberts. Ray's sitting in the catbird seat.
He has tons of laps to go, and there's enough damage on that 10 car. They're going to have to knock it out here on the pit stop. If that's under green, he's going to lose a ton of time. So if I was James Ray, I would sit right there, mind my P's and Q's, keep my distance just in case he gets into that wall again.
Most definitely, and William Roberts falling back still. He's got some work to do on the next pit stop. This has been a crazy night here at Kansas Speedway. Oh, and Mitch Lennon exiting the pits right now, and he's smoking. If he's not careful, this could bring out a caution. That car destroyed. And he's just going to circle around and make it right back to the pits, I think.
Yeah, he could be just trying. If you look at the standings and where they sit right now, he's tied with Kenny Baum and Dave Elliott. So if he can make one more lap, that's 2 more points
and
he'd be able to make up. So
he just blew it up.
Oh man, that's too bad.
Just blew it up. He's going to try his best to roll around. But if he comes out on the track, caution is out of the track. And it has to be for Mitch Lennon. And here we go. So, this is going to get a little bit interesting here. Definitely does help a bunch of these guys out, Andy. Washington and Roberts are going to be able to do some repairs under this caution here.
Yeah, absolutely. Won't have to do it
flag.
under green flag conditions. Plus, it'll give guys like maybe Eric Dollarriba or Tyler McEwen, if they can stay out and maybe get a lap back here with the waiver round. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, a lot of damage to that at 55. We're going to see how long that's going to take those guys on pit road to get that fixed.
6 cars on the lead lap heading into this caution. There are no cars 1 lap down. And the leaders are coming down, and Carl, they're going to be bringing the baseball bats out now.
Yeah, they're coming down. All the leaders are going to need some repairs done. Dave is going to need some repairs to back up his car. He wants 4 fresh tires. He's also asking for a plate of brownies. William Roberts, they've already got out the Sawzall and getting ready to cut the front end off of that and try to throw a new one on there. James Ray, he said he's really enjoying the car. He just wish Dave would quit spilling his milk and cookies and pay attention to his driving a little bit more.
There you have it, a brownie and some cookies. Sounds good right now. So I'm going to go get some, and we're going to send you guys to a commercial break. You're watching the RSeat.net Cup Series live on No Bull Network 1.
Does a real race car have a center post? Of course not, and neither should your race rig. The R-Seat Evo V3 with its unique design has no center post. The R-Seat Evo replicates what you would be accustomed to in your daily driver or something you may take to the track. It can accommodate drivers from 4'11" up to over 6'6" tall and is pre-drilled for all of the major wheel manufacturers on the market today. When it comes to performance, look no further than the R-Seat Evo V3. Check out the R-Seat Evo and other sim racing equipment by heading to www.rseat.net.
Hey race fans, it's Carl Edwards, driver of the number 99 Aflac Ford Fusion with your eye safety tip of the week. Did you know that 90% of eye injuries can be avoided simply by wearing the proper ANSI approved eyewear? More than 1 million Americans have lost some degree of sight due to eye injury. That's a risk that I'm just not willing to take. Go to wileyx.com to find a dealer near you and to learn more about the first premium performance sunglass company whose entire product line meets occupational safety standards. That's WILEYX.com. Wiley X. Safety never looks so cool.
I felt it all at the hall, where it's a cool 33 degrees.
We experienced it all at the hall, where my son became the fastest man ever.
I relived it all at the hall, where my grandson asked me, "Did you really do all that?"
Experience high-octane fun during NASCAR Hall of Fame's Cure for the Common Summer, presented by Coca-Cola.
Welcome back to No Bull Network 1, working lap number 39, just less than 100 laps to go. Dave Washington's going to lead them back to the green flag with Stefan Brunel third, William Roberts fourth, and Brian Terry will round out the top five. Brad Spidell actually got his lap back. Spidell set sixth. Oh, excuse me, he was already on the lead lap. Eric Dalla-Riva, excuse me, got one lap back, and Dalla-Riva's now one lap down. Lights off, top five. Ready to give it to you, but I'll give it to you once again. Washington, Ray, Brunel, Roberts, and Terry as we head through 3 and 4, getting set for the restart. Gonna look down from the No Bull Network 1 blimp. Pace car pulls it down. Dave Washington looking. He fires, and we're back racing here at Kansas.
Pretty good restart by Brunel there. He's going to maintain side by side with William Roberts. Head to turn one. Brian Terry, he's on the inside also. He had to check up just a little bit, but still side by side for third off of 2.
For the lead, James Ray's going to take it down the back straightaway, and in the middle of 3 and 4, he's going to try and clear Dave Washington. Not going to do it now, but he's going to try and work that middle and low line. Can he do it on the front stretch? James Ray looking to lead the hard way.
He is. Not going to happen this time by, but James Ray still looking at inside. Looks like Dylan Jones got on the wall a little farther back, but James Ray all over the back bumper. Dave Washington off of 1.
Falls back a little bit there. Now he's starting to close the gap back now down the back stretch. William Roberts has third, Brunell's fourth, and Spidell got around Terry for fifth. And Eric Dellariva, although he's one lap down, he's starting to pass some cars as well.
He is maybe looking to maybe get a lap back the hard way. Forward with Ray right now as he looks out. In front of him is Dave Washington all over his back bumpers. He's still running that high line. Can't make anything on the entrance of the corners, but James Ray definitely has something off of the corners.
He's really able to close off. He just kind of picks that entrance and center, and I think he'll be a force to be reckoned with tonight. Look at him right here. He's starting to close the gap over four. Ray might have something for Washington.
He might. This has been shaping up this way all night long. William Roberts able to maintain third after the crew to work on that front end under that caution, but Stephane Brunell going to sit fourth right now. He's just, everybody kind of separated, minding their own business right now off of turn number 2.
This time by at the line, we'll have 43 down, 90 to go at Kansas Speedway. Here at Kansas Speedway, Dave Washington continuing to lead over James Ray. If you're just joining us, we have had 3 cautions so far. The first 2 were just crazy leads, taken out about half the field in the first couple of cautions, and 6 cars are now on the lead lap with multiple cars out of this race.
Yeah, only 12 cars actually on the track right now. The 12th place being Dylan Lee, 16 laps down. So unfortunate for him, but he just first cup race ever here at Noble, and just trying to log some laps at this point.
Second, first on Noble. James Rake starting to close the gap a little bit more right now as Stephane Brunell is going to get passed by Brad Spidell, and Dellariva's going to look on the inside of him right there as well.
Dellariva's going to have that run. He's going to have that run. He's going to be able to clear him right now. Of course, Dellariva a lap down right now as they run, and like I said, trying to knowing that he can pass these cars. Another caution would be nice for him. He can get that lap back.
Yep. Dellariva, if he was actually on the track, he'd be scored 5th right now, or on the lead lap, excuse me. He's on the track right now. He scored 7th. Like we said, he's going to try and get that lap back, maybe even the hard way.
And of course, that win last week at Watkins Glen, his second career Cup win, jumped him up 3 spots in the points positions, Ben, up to 4th now, 20 back from leader Dave Washington. So you know he's trying to get as much points as he possibly can tonight. Try to make up some ground on Cody Marshall, who's not here. Well, actually, he's going to pass Cody Marshall here because Cody's not here tonight. But that's going to try to move him up. But James Ray is right behind him, some 6 points in the standings behind Dellariva.
Points are starting to get crucial here. Man, look at these guys heading into corner number 1, almost 210 miles per hour. And we've been on these tires for about 8 or so laps right now. We have some blistering speeds tonight here at Kansas.
And you wonder why they're hitting the wall like they are. When you're driving in at 200 miles an hour and you get up against that wall, it doesn't take much and you're going to be knocking some paint off on it. But that's exactly what we've seen all night long. But a great job by all these top 3 guys here. They've been nose to tail, 1, 2, and 3 all night long here. And great job by both of them. And we've been talking about, we talked about earlier, Ben, watch out for that 00 and the 55. To knock on the door to try to get a win, and here they are inside of the lead, hoping to get that done here tonight.
That they are, and James, I think he's just saving some of his stuff right now. He's got the speed in that car. I think he's saving for at the end of the race. He's able to really keep up with Washington here, and on the later runs, Washington kind of actually begins to fade, believe it or not, and that's when Ray starts to close in on him.
It is, and you know what? Honestly, for James Ray, a rookie in the Cup Series, obviously winning the Truck Championship last season, but there is no better person, I guess, to follow right now than Dave Washington. You might learn something. That's something he might learn. Might be the reason he could come out of here with a win tonight.
That it could. Oh, Washington tags the wall. here we go with the uncharacteristic mistakes from Dave Washington again. This race tonight is brought to you by PowerTech Power Solutions. They cover southern Connecticut, parts of New York and New Jersey. Sales, parts, and service. They're your ones to call if the power goes out. That's PowerTech Power Solutions. They're the official sponsor of the PowerTech Power Solutions Nationwide Series here at Noble Motorsport. WileyX.com. They have all your sunglass needs, from tactical, motorcycle, racing, outdoors, and safety. They even have prescription lenses too, so choose WileyX to keep the sun and debris out of your eyes. You can find them at WileyX.com, and WileyX is the official sponsor of the WileyX Truck Series here at Noble Motorsport. Carl, you're in the pits of the number 10. What you got?
Yeah, I made it down here, and I'm actually enjoying some of these cookies that Dave's been eating on tonight. Dave just radioed into his crew chief saying that he watched me race here in the trucks a couple weeks back, and he thinks he might end up tying my record and at times hitting the wall.
Carton will start calling Dave Wallfinger Washington.
Why we got the time then already, and through a quick update here. The season, as we know, early on we missed the Richmond race, which was the second race of the season. That has finally been given a date, so hopefully everyone tunes in October 22nd. It's a Tuesday night, something totally different. So Thursday the 17th will be at Talladega, and then 5 days later we're going to be at Richmond to settle things right before the chase. So Richmond has been added back to the schedule. It'll be October 22nd right here live on the network, Network One.
Again, that's on a Tuesday night, as Washington was tagged the wall again there. So Tuesday night might strike some bad luck for some and good luck for others.
I'm just glad they're able to get that back in and fit it into the schedule, and why not? Because the truck season's over at that point, so it doesn't interfere with any other broadcasts or things like that. So we'll be having some cup action, a little odd, but we'll have some cup action on a Tuesday night.
Had a short track.
Yeah, and they'll do Richmond, and then right after that they'll go to Richmond to start the chase. So it's right around the corner here after tonight. Only 3 to go till the chase.
Yep. Dave Washington continues to lead here at Kansas Speedway. William Roberts is starting to fall back. Got some slight lap traffic ahead of these guys. If it's anything like the truck race, they're puckering in the seat right now. But got William Roberts kind of falling back a little bit. He got on into the wall a little bit off of 4 a few laps ago. TJ Graves is able to give way to these guys down in 3 and 4.
The longer these cars run, the tighter it gets. A little harder to turn through these corners, so that could be a reason also that Dave Washington had some trouble on that last run there towards the later part of the run, hitting the wall. So we see he's kind of dropped down in 1 and 2 a little bit lower than what he had been running, trying to at the expense of his crew, and so they don't have to beat any more fenders out here. He's giving them a little bit more cushion there.
There you go, a little more cushion. It's got the good phrase for it. James Ray still keeping him in sight. But he's not right up there on the bumper, but he is, last time by, only scored 4/10 exactly back from the rear bumper of Washington. So Ray still is in this thing. And I think he will be all the way up until the end as we work lap number 61, closing in on the halfway point here at Kansas.
Yeah, and the way this is going, it looks like we're going to have green flag stops here pretty soon here. And then what that's going to do is we're going to see how these pit crews do. We'll monitor how close they are on track when they leave to go down pit road, and we'll see what happens on pit road and who's got the better crew, and that's going to decide a lot here tonight.
William Roberts is down pit road right now in the number 55. Carl, he is heading your way.
Yeah, he's got that front end damage, and car's been overheating a little bit, but this is a scheduled stop. They're going to try to throw a little bit of water.
Oh, wow,
in the
whoa,
overflow right quick.
Sorry to cut you off, Carl. We almost had a crash. James Ray was not expecting Washington to head down pit road. Ray had to get out of the gas and almost flattened the back end of Washington's car. Getting the replay up for you guys right now.
That's right, but Washington heading to pit. What's he saying, Carl? Oh, he slipped through the pits there.
Yeah, he's playing that car is getting tighter and tighter as long as longer the run goes, and he's actually running out of snacks in the car. But since it's green flag, he don't have time to get any more. He's hoping for another caution, so maybe he can get a cup of soup this time.
Washington back out. James Ray is down now.
Dave Washington back in the lead. William Roberts going to be second. Look at James Ray now just coming off of turn number 2. Lost a ton of time there to Dave Washington. So even though Dave slid through his pits, had to back up a little bit, he made up a ton of time right there on that 00.
That he did, and one of the reasons being because Ray had to get out of the gas almost completely. Almost had the brakes on to avoid Washington heading down when Washington pulled off the track. So that was a big scare for James Ray and really hurt him as far as time-wise here on the track.
We'll see what happens here for James Ray. See if he can not make up some time here, get back up into the hunt here, since we are over the halfway point.
I want to thank you for tuning in with us tonight here at Noble Network 1. Dave Washington leads William Robert by about a second and a half. James Ray falls back 4 seconds on that round of pit stops. We'll see if he's able to march his way back to the front or if he has messed himself up for good here at Kansas. We'll find that out right after this.
Does a real race car have a center post? Of course not, and neither should your race rig. The R-Seat Evo V3 with its unique design has no center post. The R-Seat Evo replicates what you would be accustomed to in your daily driver or something you may take to the track. It can accommodate drivers from 4'11" up to over 6'6" tall and is pre-drilled for all of the major wheel manufacturers on the market today. When it comes to performance, look no further than the R-Seat Evo V3. Check out the R-Seat Evo and other sim racing equipment by heading to www.rseat.net.
I felt it all at the hall, where it's a cool 33 degrees.
We experienced it all at the hall, where my son became the fastest man ever.
I relived it all at the hall, where my grandson asked me, "Did you really do all that?"
Experience high-octane fun during NASCAR Hall of Fame's Cure for the Common Summer, presented by Coca-Cola.
Did your little storm knock out the power? Well, excuse me for not noticing.
Hate to disappoint you, Old Man Winter. Better luck next time.
If the power goes out, your Generac standby generator goes on, automatically.
Down trees? Flash floods? Is that all you've got?
Stand up to the threat of outages with Generac and never feel powerless.
We're back here on Noble Network 1, and this race is brought to you by SamBass.com. Sam Bass Galleries is the place to go on quality workmanship. Sam is the first official artist for NASCAR. You can call him at 1-800-556-5464 or visit his website at SamBass.com. And Dave Washington really sporting the Sam Bass colors well here tonight.
Yeah, Ben, I was just taking note earlier, looking in stats and stuff, but the Team Sam Bass, which is owned by Dave Washington, and all three of the series have 11 combined wins this season. Doing a heck of a job, that whole team all together. Dylan Brockwell, of course, having 8 of those 11 wins, 4 in each series, 4 in the Nationwide, 4 in the truck, and then Dave has 2 here in the Cup, along with Eric Dollar Rivas win last week at the Glen.
That's incredible. So we might have a battle heating up for the second position between William Roberts and James Ray. Ray starting to close the gap to Roberts' rear bumper. Traffic for him.
And James Ray really hasn't been able to make up any time on Dave Washington. Did 3.8, it was a little over 4 there after pit stop, so not able to make up too much time yet, but we'll see how things go as we continue on here with over about 60 laps to go.
So a long ways in this one, a few more pit stops left as well. Dave Washington still your leader. And Ray is really starting to catch Roberts. Oh, Ray's in the wall. Ray tagged the wall down the back straightaway. So we want to thank you for tuning in tonight. We also want to thank Competition Diecast for their sponsor of the race tonight. Competition Diecast has anything that you want custom. You can have your custom diecast of your iRacing ride. You can have a custom t-shirt with your iRacing ride on it, or a real racing, whichever. Or you can have a custom poster with your iRacing ride or a real racing ride, or even just have your name on your wall if you're one of those kind of persons. You can do that, or you can contact Rick Donovan at competitiondiecast.com.
Hey, what's the problem with having your name on your wall? That's bad, egotistical or something? Because I'm looking at mine right now.
I would our producer just whispered in our ear, India.
Yeah, Yes, my kids did write my name on my wall, and that is why I'm looking at it right now. So I want to thank them for their wonderful artwork.
Oh my God. Oh boy. I remember one time we came on and Andy was getting ready for the radio show, and it was going to be a big night for the radio show, and Andy was just kicked off. Couldn't figure out why, so finally one of us asked him, and your little kids decided to draw some portraits on your work for the radio show.
Oh yeah, all my cue cards, my stat papers, everything, all the stuff I had worked so hard to get ready for the show, and I'm here ready for the show. I had to reprint it. Oh, it was a mess. But hey, whatever, they're kids.
I'm glad I don't have any yet. You guys have to put up with me as it is. William Roberts being caught by James Ray Washington. He could just sit back and eat his soup right now. He is he's dominating really here at Kansas Speedway, and my goodness, he gained half a second on William Roberts that lap right there.
Oh yeah, he's coming off of turn number 2. Definitely gained a lot of time. Looks like William Roberts really struggling on the long run with that damage on that front end. Definitely probably making the car too tight to drive here. As they come off of turn number 4, it looks like James Ray is actually going to catch him here down the front straightaway.
Look at him suck right up to his rear bumper, and Ray's going to clear him in one straightaway. James Ray going to take the second position.
He's going to get it back right there, but still 4 seconds back from Dave Washington. Now the real challenge for James Ray is if he can make up any type of ground here before the end of this race.
Have to wait and see. Pit stops are coming up, and Washington overshot his pit box last time. If he does that again this time, that'll give Ray some extra time on the track to him.
Might even see James Ray maybe try, because they're nowhere near making a fuel window. They're still going to have to make 2 stops, it looks like, here, Ben. So maybe James Ray, strategy for him, maybe we stop a little bit early, get those fresh tires a lap or 2 quicker than Dave, maybe cut that lead he's got in half.
Yep, and that sure enough can do it. We've seen that happen multiple times this season. If you just come down and pit early, and you can make up 2-3 seconds on the guy. And if the guy makes a mistake in pit road, well then you've got that position with ease. Going to complete lap 84. Just under 50 laps to go.
Yeah, William Roberts now, he's just calling in. He's going to come down pit road. He was the first one the last time by. He's going to be the first one this time by. So look for our other 2 leaders, Ray and Washington, to be coming here very quickly after William Roberts makes his stop.
Roberts is on pit road right now, and Carl Brown, he is heading your way. Caution is out.
Speedway. Trouble on the front stretch. Looks like Justin Munsell.
Back ways pointing, we'll get to you in just a sec, Carl. That's not good for William Roberts. He's going to be trapped a lap down, and Munsell actually had some contact with Dalla Riva there. Munsell got up into the wall, Dalla Riva got into him, and they both went sliding to the grass. Munsell got the worst of it, though. Oh boy. So did William Roberts make it out before going a lap down? That big.
Nope. He's in front of the leader, but he just got moved around the pace car there, so he got lucky. He's going to have to come back around. He's going to be the last car in the lead lap by the time he gets around in pits, Ben. So, I mean, that's only 5th place at this point as pit road is open.
Carl, they're headed towards you.
Hey guys, just wanted to say a quick thing about William Roberts. When the caution come out, he had not hit his pit stall yet, so he went ahead and drove through the pits. That's the reason why he was able to get way back around the pace car. But Dave's coming in, getting 4 fresh tires. He just actually overshot his pit stall, had it back up. He's asked for 4 fresh tires, a cup of soup. James Ray is looking for 4 fresh tires, and And oh! Washington spun it coming out of his pits, and Ray actually beat him off this time, Ben.
He did, but was there contact made? It looked like contact was made just a little bit there. And James Ray looks like he's going to be the leader. Ray beat him off of pit road.
Yeah, that was, yeah, that's exactly right. He beat him off of pit road, but James Ray will be the new leader here.
It's been a long time since we've seen Washington get beat off like that. Or beat off of pit road like that, I should say. So, lights are still on the pace car. James Ray will be the leader for the first time tonight, heading to the green flag. We're gonna head to a quick commercial break right here at Kansas Speedway. We'll be back to bring you to the green flag.
I felt it all at the hall, where it's a cool 33 degrees.
We experienced it all at the hall, where my son became the fastest man ever.
I relived it all at the hall, where my grandson asked me, "Did you really do all that?"
Experience high-octane fun during NASCAR Hall of Fame's Cure for the Common Summer, presented by Coca-Cola.
Hey race fans, it's Carl Edwards, driver of the number 99 Aflac Ford Fusion with your eye safety tip of the week. Did you know that 90% of eye injuries can be avoided simply by wearing the proper ANSI approved eyewear? More than 1 million Americans have lost some degree of sight due to eye injury. That's a risk that I'm just not willing to take. Go to WileyX.com to find a dealer near you and to learn more about the first premium performance sunglass company whose entire product line meets occupational safety standards. That's WILEYX.com. WileyX. Safety never looks so cool.
Did your little storm knock out the power? Well, excuse me for not noticing.
Hate to disappoint you, old man Winter. Better luck next time.
If the power goes out, your Generac standby generator goes on, automatically.
Down trees? Flash floods? Is that all you've got?
Stand up to the threat of outages with Generac and never feel powerless.
We're back here at Noble Network 1, getting set to restart top 5. Pace car in. It's Ray, Washington, Spidell, Brunell, and Roberts. Green flag.
A different sight this time now. James Ray, your leader, he was able to get on the gas a lot earlier than Dave Washington. Now we'll see what that 10 car has as he tries to chase down James Ray off of turn number 2.
Ray not wasting any time. Washington moves to the bottom off of 2. He gets a good run to the back straightaway, but James Ray is on. He has put some distance already between he and Dave Washington. My goodness.
He's not wasting any time right now, Ben. He's trying to get out there. He knows that 10 car can do, and he knows he needs as much lead as possible. James Ray going to lead Dave Washington this time by after one lap by already almost 0.8 of a second.
Unbelievable at that at the gap. At the lap, or at the gap, he's already put over him. William Roberts is 4th. Brad Spidell doing good. He's running 3rd right now.
He is able to stay out of trouble we had early on in the race. Spidell doing a heck of a job there, just to maintain, get as much as he can, trying to make this chase this season, and he's doing a great job tonight, sitting 3rd.
Washington gains About a 1/10 of a second there on the back straightaway. He's gained 2/10. So Washington starting to close the gap. On board with Dave Washington right now as he tries, close back up to the rear bumper of James Ray. This time by will have 40 to go.
Just watching Tyler McEwen bounce off the wall again, some 9 laps down. Did it in 3 and 4 last time and just did it again in 1 and 2. So that 69 car is still having some issues here tonight, but sitting 10th right now, 9 laps down.
He's actually on the rear bumper of 5th place, Stefan Brunel. He's looking to the inside, putting a bunch of pressure for McEwen to be 9 laps down. Washington is on the bumper. Or not on the bumper, but he is starting to put some pressure on James Ray down the back straightaway. '94 complete. We begin work on 95. Let's look at the RC.net top 5. James Ray leads over Dave Washington, Brad Spidell, William Roberts, and Stefan Brunel. That top 5 was brought to you by RC.net. They have all your sim racing needs when it comes to comfort, seats, and monitor stands. They have it all at RC.net.
Just kind of looking through the running order and how things have gone so far tonight. Dylan Jones able to make up a few more positions now. He's running 8th at the moment, so much better than when he was sitting about 13th here some 20-30 laps ago. So Dylan Jones making up a little bit of time here. It's still, though, 7 laps down.
James Ray tagged the wall down in 1 and 2. He's being caught by Dave Washington right now. We're going to send it down to our pit road reporter, Carl Brown, who has caught up with Kenny Baum Jr. Never mind, we're going to focus on the lead here. We'll catch up with him in just a sec. Dave Washington on the bumper of James Ray down in 1 and 2.
Washington kind of really he had a wicked run down that front stretch. Was all over the back bumper and into turn number 1. Washington definitely looks a lot faster through 3 and 4 than James Ray, and right now, this time off at turn number 4, he's closed that distance a lot. Heading to the stripe.
Oh, a wiggle from Ray allowed him to close it even more, and Dave Washington is a car length back in corner number 1. Washington gets the run center off. Can he do anything down the backstretch? No, they're about even right now. 2 car lengths separate them.
Off of turn number 4, Washington still kind of a little bit lower of a line there, trying to get a run on James Ray. He's closing up to that back bumper right now. Now the question is, can he keep that distance as they head into turn 1?
He does right now through 2, but Ray starts to pull a little bit away down the back stretch again. We're working lap 99, coming to complete 99 and begin work on 100 this time.
Very impressed with James Ray as he was able to pull away on that restart. Washington was able to reel him back in here, but now James Ray running the line that is preferred around this track, making it tough for Dave Washington to try to make a pass.
That he is, and we've seen how hard it is to make a pass on the inside, and that might be what Washington has to do. Dave Washington, whoa, he almost got into the wall there in 1, and he's going to lose a bunch of time to James Ray on the back straightaway. So Ray being caught by Washington. Spidell still sits 3rd over William Roberts. Got to go a little bit further back to 5th, who is Stefan Brunel. Dave Washington's actually at the wall. Gonna send it down now. Carl, he is still standing by with Kenny Baum Jr. Carl, what you got?
Yeah, I've caught up with Kenny Baum Jr. He just got released from the infield care center, getting some IV fluids and all after the wreck. Kenny, bad wreck tonight. Are you feeling all right?
Yeah, I'm just disappointed. Competition diecast Chevy SS was really fast and didn't even get a chance to show. I was just riding, and it's really disappointing to be taken out of the race in 15 laps. We had 133 at plenty of time. Just people impatient, people that shouldn't even be in a series that can only run fast laps. I'm just not very happy right now.
Well, are you going to try to get back on the track, get a couple more positions? Looks like you might be able to pick up a couple if you're able to get the car back out there.
We probably wouldn't even be able to keep up minimum pace. We had a lot of damage, the engine screwed up, and it's just honestly not worth it, and I don't even know if I can keep my composure inside the car right now.
Alright, well, sorry about your luck tonight, Kenny. The good thing is that you are okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for speaking with us tonight.
Yep, no problem. Have a good one.
Kenny Baum Jr. A little disappointed after the crash. After about lap 15 or so, and Carl Brown eyes were as big as saucers there. I mean, it's not fun talking to an angry driver, and I'm pretty sure all of us have been through that in our broadcasting career.
Oh yeah, absolutely, Ben. We see him all the time after a wreck, and not very happy. But now the action on the track's kind of subdued a little bit here. Dave Washington maintained about a 2 or 3/10 deficit on James Ray. Just choosing, I guess, to ride right now. Looks like Ray almost got into the wall right there through the middle of 1 and 2, but didn't lose any time there. But these guys got one more stop to go here before they're good to go.
That they do, and that may be the game changer for a bunch of these guys. William Roberts has gotten around Brad Spidell for the 3rd position, and Eric Dallariva is starting to close up to him right now. And Spidell spinning through the trioval grass. No caution. Spidell gets it back going, but he's going to lose quite a bit of positions here. Wow. So one more pit stop remaining here tonight, at least one more. And James Ray looking like he might be the leader heading into him if Washington's not able to get around him. But Washington, we know how he is, Andy. I'm pretty sure he's just sitting back there riding, just riding.
No, he knows one more pit stop. Got to make it happen, and we'll see exactly what's going to happen here on that last pit stop. Dave's slid through his box 2 times already tonight. Very uncharacteristic of him, so we'll have to see how this last stop works for him. But we do know this is a faster pit road than most places, so it is definitely harder to get these things wound up and to maintain speed.
Yep, and the last time he slid through his pit box, James Ray benefited from it. He beat him off on the pit road. And Washington's there. Washington's on the bumper as we begin lap number 110 here, and Washington's putting some pressure on Ray.
He is off of turn number 2. Dave Washington has caught all up to his bumper. James Ray just trying to hang on to the thing, it looks like, now to the next pit stop. Right where he wants to be, though. That last caution definitely put James Ray back in contention for this win. Dave Washington kind of running that middle line there off of turn number 4. He's going to lose a little bit of time on that lap to James Ray, but still a great battle for the lead.
A tremendous battle for the lead, and it's going to head us right into pit stops. And James Ray, I tell you what, he has a very interesting line in 1 and 2, Andy. He swings up so high, I think he's about to smack the wall, but he's able to get it turned, and then he just mats it off of 2, and it really sticks for him.
Yeah, it does. Definitely does. Different, kind of a diamond effect. You see that sometimes at Dover. It's like that, but when you're right that close to the wall, very tough to pull that maneuver off. But James Ray, here from his radio communication, I think he's going to pit next time by. Oh, he
he's
bumps
going
the
to
wall
need
right
to.
there.
Yeah, got into the wall. Washington almost followed him right up into it. So we're going to have to see if Washington is aware. Remember, Ray almost creamed the back of Washington the last time they pitted. Washington is going to stay out an extra lap, it looks like, and James Ray's going to give up the lead to him and Carl Brown. He's going to, oh no, Ray misses it, and he's done. That's it. Ray will not have a chance now if Washington continues to do that. James Ray really messed up any chance he had by missing the pits. Oh my.
Dave Washington coming down pit road now. He's going to make his stop. He gets on no problem for him as James Ray now going to follow back in line and try to make it down this time.
Carl, they're heading your way.
Yeah, Dave's coming down, going to get fresh, 4 fresh tires, some fuel. James Ray overshot the pits last time by. He's actually running on fumes right now. They've already got the cans of ether in their hands, waiting to spray in there to try to get that car refired so he can get back out and hopefully not lose too much more time to Dave Washington.
Four tires for Ray. Washington down and away. Ray now down and away as well, but he lost a tremendous amount of time there. William Roberts.
20 laps to go too, Ben, so not a lot of time for him to make up ground.
The way it's looking right now, William Roberts might take lead. William Roberts might have the lead. We'll wait for him to cycle around. At the line, our score is going to update. William Roberts is your leader, and that's what pitting early can do for you right there. A 2-second lead over Dave Washington. Oh boy, this is going to get interesting. Roberts is your leader, but does he have enough fuel in it to make it to the end?
It's going to be close, but also the 10 car now has the fresh tires, so look for Dave Washington to maybe run him down quickly, but the problem is he's going to wear his stuff out. Is he going to wear his stuff out maybe to be able to pass him once he catches him?
He gained on him 1/2 of a second last time by. You can see the gap closing visually now as they head through 3 and 4. Four-tenths of a second. Washington is on a roll.
And that's what 4 fresh tires will do for you there. Washington, you can see him really closing the gap down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Off of 4 this time, he might have something as they head back into turn number 1, but off of 4, Dave Washington closing in on that 55.
Oh. Roberts got into the wall. Washington's going to look low. And Roberts got it at the line there, 22 1/1000ths, but Dave Washington clears him down in 1 and 2, and Washington's going to set sail.
Now the question is James Ray. Can he catch William Roberts now to maybe get back that second place position? Chance for the win? I think not, but now James Ray's got to fight for second.
That he does. Dave Washington coming off of corner number 4. He completes lap 118, just over 10 laps remaining in this one. $14 to go for Dave Washington. And if we don't see another caution, I think he's got this thing wrapped up.
Yeah, just strategy with tires and all that, definitely in the favor of the 10 car. I don't think the 55 has anything for him rest of this race, barring a caution or anything like that. And as far as James Ray, though, he is making up some ground on Dave Washington.
Crash on the front straightaway. TJ Graves is around him for the leader. Caution is out. And just as we speak about it, my goodness. Holy cow. Unbelievable.
This changes everything now, Ben. Now the question is here with just a little bit over 10 laps to go. If you're the leaders, there's only 6 on the lead lap. Do you pit?
Well, just like the old saying goes, what the leader does, we don't. So if Washington comes in, everybody will most likely stay out. If Washington stays out, most everybody will likely come in. We'll have to wait and see,
honestly, even as the leader, even if I was the leader at this point with 6 cars in the lead lap, I think it would be foolish to not come down pit road, but we shall see. We've been known to be wrong many times on these broadcasts. That's why we're up here in the booth and not in the cars.
Yep, most definitely, and we'll have to see what they do this time. Everybody needs to get bunched up here so we don't have a bunch of distance between all the cars. Washington, pits are open this time. Does he come down pit road? He is looking. He's looking, and he's going to stay. Washington to the road, and James Ray stays out onto the track. Carl, they're heading your way.
Yeah, they're coming down this side. 4 tires is better than 5 or 6 lap old tires. So Dave's going to get 4 fresh tires. So is William Roberts. And Dave was also talking about maybe a fresh pair of shorts because he got a little scared when he came up on TJ spinning on the front stretch.
Yeah, but Ray Graves is right around just in front of him. And I tell you what, this is going to be very interesting on the restart. Who's going to win the race off pit road? It's going to be Washington. But James Ray,
2
the
guys.
story here.
Ray stayed out, Ben, and also Stefan Burnell did too. So that might be the only saving grace for Ray is that there's another car, but I don't think that's enough. I think Dave Washington's too good on 4 tires that I think James Ray might have put the nail in the coffin right there.
Well, I'll have to wait and see. This is going to be extremely exciting on this restart. Wow. They're coming at 10 to go right now, and Andy, we're going to have a nice little shootout under the lights.
We are. Grab your blankets, get your popcorn refilled, grab a soda or a beer or whatever you choose to drink, but it's going to be showtime right now.
And if you don't choose a blanket, you can have a Snuggie.
There you go, one of them snuggles, Snuggie Snuggles, whatever they are. The blankets with arms, they call them.
Snuggie. By the way, that's not a plug for Snuggies. They do not sponsor us, but somebody that does sponsor us is the NASCAR Hall of Fame. We encourage you to do it all at the Hall and like them on Facebook, NASCAR Hall on Facebook, or you can follow them at NASCAR Hall. All right, so.
Well, shape it up here. Top 2 guys stayed out. We're on pit road 2 not too long ago there, but I still think, man, that 10 car is going to be too tough here on fresh tires in these closing laps. Actually, you know something, though. James Ray's got the start, and the way he started and jumped out to a lead over Washington that last time, he might have something here.
He might, and Washington will be on the inside, so if Ray chooses the outside, let's just look at something here. If Ray chooses the outside, not sure what he's going to do yet. If Ray chooses the outside and Brunel has to start on the inside, Brunel is not the leader, so he's going to be stacked up. Washington will be behind Brunel, and that'll allow William Roberts to get around Washington as well, but James Ray is going to look like choose the inside here. So here we go. There was a little bit of debate there, Andy. James Ray actually wanted to take the outside, but he did not let officials know before one to go. So we're lined up 2 by 2 with the lights off on the iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car. Eight to go at Kansas Speedway. Pace car down pit road. Stefan Brunel is already in the gas. Ray's going to the tires. And we're racing. William Roberts is stacked up on the outside. Brunel not going. Roberts is going to crash him. It looks like it won. No, he stays out of him, but for the lead. Ray has it now. Washington's looking, though, on his bumper.
On his bumper off of turn number 2, Dave Washington really closing in. He's got the 4 tires. This is off the wall just a little bit, it looks like, heading into turn number 3. He's all over the back bumper of James Ray.
On the back bumper is Washington to Ray. He looks to the inside. Dave Washington looking for the lead down the front straightaway, and he's going to try and bring his teammate Eric Della Riva with him, possibly. Washington retakes the lead.
Retakes the lead into turn number 1. That could have been the nail in the coffin right there. Washington, your leader, off of turn number 2.
Down the back straightaway, he puts about 3 car lengths between he and James Ray. Washington restarted 3rd, and it took him about a lap and a half to get back to 1st, but Ray looking like he wants something more. 5 laps to go for Washington.
5 to go, and look at Eric Della Riva. Excuse me, 6 laps to go as Eric Della Riva sits in 3rd now. He was some 2 laps down here early on in this event, so he's made his way after winning last week back here in the top 3.
He sits 3rd right now. William Roberts really wants it, though. And look at Brad Spidell. Spidell now to the inside of William Roberts. I got a little bit. Oh, now Roberts going to fight back around the outside of Della Riva. I got excited last time, told you wrong, but now it's 5 to go for Washington.
James Ray able to hang tough with Dave to maintain the gap in between, but however, I just don't think he has enough tires on that thing to make a pass here for the win.
Yeah, he's really going to have to expect Dave or hope Dave can make a mistake here if he wants anything to do with it. Through 3 and 4, it'll be 4 to go at the line. And
4
here
to
comes
go.
Roberts.
Yeah, I'm watching that battle right behind us. William Roberts.
Oh,
there's trouble. They spin.
Caution is out. The race is over. Dave Washington wins. And here we go again. If you've watched the broadcast, you've heard it before, so if you don't want to hear it again, go ahead and mute it. But iRacing, come on. The best simulator in the world, but you don't have green, white checkers. I'll leave it at that. 3 to go for Washington.
That just changed the top 3 a little bit there. At least 3rd place finisher there was going to be Eric Della Riva, but now he's going to find himself, at least for the top 5 here tonight, good bounce back for him after being 2 laps down early on.
Yep. And Roberts and Della Riva back here in the back of the pack, they're not really agreeing with each other too swiftly right now. And looks like Della Riva is actually going to get the position. Oh no, here we go. Here we go. Tempers are on fire. Here at Kansas Speedway, as we come to 2 to go for the leaders, and these guys are... Reminds me of a short track.
I almost forgot where we were for a second there, man.
something you'd see at Martinsville or Bristol, man. What I like to see, though. I like to see these guys get fired up. It's really good for the TV. 2 to go for Dave Washington. He's just got to circle around 2 more times under pace speed, and he'll be the winner tonight. But good run for Team Ponetware tonight. James Ray and Brad Spidell both going to finish in the top 3.
Oh, absolutely, and I'm sure owner Brian Neff is very happy. I know he's somewhere down there in the infield, so I'm sure he's very happy to see both his cars there in the top 3. Podium finishes and, of course, an interview.
And he'll be watching this replay for days to come.
Absolutely. We'll have to get him a link rather quickly.
Coming to the white flag for Dave Washington. A mile and a half left for Dave Washington. White flag, and he's going to take it under caution because iRacing doesn't have green-white checkers.
Who?
1 to go. Yeah, 1 to go for Kansas, or at Kansas.
This will be. We've been here too much. This past couple of weeks, man. We got Kansas all over our brains, but
I know.
It's gonna be nice to move on next week to a whole different animal, a whole different track, and these guys will do a great job as we pick up the series in Charlotte. So another mile and a half, but Charlotte, a totally different animal than Kansas. You're gonna see some guys on the low line get some speed.
That it is, but the middle to high line also works there as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how everything plays out there. 1 lap to go, about a half a lap now as we work down the back straightaway. Dave Washington, he's just got to hope that nothing electrical goes bad on that car, and he's going to be the winner here in half a lap.
Yep, he's going to get his 3rd win this season here for Dave Washington early in the season. So good start to the season for him, picking up where he left off last season with all those that 5 straight he had in the chase there, or starting off the chase. So Dave Washington definitely picking up right where he needs to be, picking up his 3rd win here as soon as he crosses the line.
James Ray giving a little bit of love push to Washington, and across the line it is win number 12 for Sam Bass, win number 3 for Dave Washington. Dave Washington wins at Kansas Speedway. Eric Della Riva will finish 6th to Fane Brunel. After taking no tires, he's going to come home 4th. Jones, a notable entry there. He is going to finish 8th. Going to circle around and burn him down on the front straightaway. We're gonna let you watch him do that, and then we're gonna head to a quick commercial break, and after that we're going to talk to Dave Washington and the rest of the top 3.
I felt it all at the hall, where it's a cool 33 degrees.
We experienced it all at the hall, where my son became the fastest man ever.
I relived it all at the hall, where my grandson asked me, "Did you really do all that?"
Experience high-octane fun during NASCAR Hall of Fame's Cure for the Common Summer, presented by Coca-Cola.
Does a real race car have a center post? Of course not, and neither should your race rig. The R-Seat Evo V3 with its unique design has no center post. The R-Seat Evo replicates what you would be accustomed to in your daily driver or something you may take to the track. It can accommodate drivers from 4'11" up to over 6'6" tall and is pre-drilled for all of the major wheel manufacturers on the market today. When it comes to performance, look no further than the R-Seat Evo V3. Check out the R-Seat Evo and other sim racing equipment by heading to www.rseat.net.
We're back here at Noble Network 1, and we're going to start our interviews, and the first person to be interviewed, is Brad Spidell, who is standing by with Carl Brown. Carl?
Oh, I thought we was going to do something different. I thought you was going to have Brad interview me there for a second, but yeah, I'm down here with third place finisher Brad Spittle. Tough race tonight.
Yeah, very tough race tonight.
Well, you're able to bring it home third. That last caution was right there in front of you, and you were able to drive through it. What did you think when you see them two go at it right there in front of you?
Oh, I was enjoying it. It was fun to watch. I tried getting into it myself, but wore out the right front.
Well, the two Punit Wetter cars finished second and third tonight. Imagine your owner, Brian Neff, is tickled pink tonight. Anybody you want to thank for this third place finish?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Opponent Wear and Competition Godcast and WX Wiley and RSeat.net and all the other sponsors, Power Tech and all of them for putting on everything.
All right, well, that was your third place finisher, Brad Spidell. I believe Andy has caught up with your second place finisher, James Ray. Andy?
That's right. I'm down here with James Ray as he's climbing out of the car. James, you did pretty much everything you possibly could have to pick up the win here tonight. A little bit of strategy towards the end, and do you think that not stopping there at the end was the reason you only got your second place finish?
No, I needed some more time. I was trying to get used to them old tires and hit the line right again. Broke up my rhythm.
Well, overall, you had a good race. You had a couple times, a couple mistakes coming down pit road. You missed pit road entrance twice. It caused you to lose a lot of time, but you were fortunate enough that the cautions fell when they did. But how much fun was it out there riding that high line and really having a chance here to win this thing?
Oh, it was fun. When I got done with the race, I told the crew chief, I was like, I'm surprised the right side of the car looks that good.
I hear you. It looks like a lot of guys had some issues. Now, on the last final restart, do you think lane choice might have gave you any other type of advantage?
Yeah, I wasn't thinking until one to go, and so I said something to Dave, and he's like, you should have said something for one to go, and I was like, yeah, I thought so. Yeah, it was had a bunch of errors tonight.
That's all good. You guys, Opponent Wear had an excellent night tonight, finishing second and third. Anyone you'd like to thank, James, for this outstanding run here?
I'll send a shout out to Neff and Opponent Wear, and you guys are Noble for putting all this on.
Awesome, James. Well, congratulations again on your second place finish. And we're going to send it down to pit road, victory lane here. I think our buddy Ben here is caught up with a familiar face.
Yeah, we've been having fun with rookies up here in the booth, but one guy who was not having fun with rookies but actually battling them pretty hard tonight was Dave Washington. Dave, the first 10 laps of that race was crazy, and I'm running out of questions to ask you every week, so I'm just going to let you talk about the race.
It was interesting. Well, I didn't do much practicing. Figure with this track here, I'd have to just stay on the top line and just race it out. Car acted kind of funny. The first couple pit stops, just tires didn't seem right. It'd get tight at the end of the run, and then the second run it got loose at the end of the run. So it was way. You couldn't predict anything. So I just pretty much tried to keep the same pace. Old turn one was getting me and James tonight. He was, if I was out front, I was tagging it. He was out front, he'd tag it.
Speaking of you and James, you and him had a pretty good battle all throughout the race. He was actually ahead of you heading into the last final round of pit stops there. How hard was it going to be for you to get around him if he would have came out ahead of you?
I don't think it would have been too hard. It would have been, I'd say, a little difficult, just to be on the safe side of not pushing up into him and putting him in a wall or something like that. But it definitely would have been a challenge.
There you have it, Dave Washington, your winner tonight. Dave, who do you want to thank for putting you here?
Gotta thank Sam Bass Galleries, my teammate Eric, for making it to the race tonight. All the drivers that showed up. Sorry for the guys that had the bad luck at the beginning of the race, but no, you guys for putting this on. It's a blast.
There he is, Dave Washington, winner tonight here at Kansas Speedway. Dave, thank you, and we will see you next week. Guess he didn't want to say anything else. Andy, a fantastic race though here tonight at Kansas. Bunch of drama in the first 10 laps, and then we had a bunch of other drama throughout the race. It made for a fantastic race.
It did at the end. The cautions kind of fell when they did, like I talked to James Ray about. Otherwise, he would have been way out of contention here. Would have still gotten the top 5, maybe a top 3 out of it. But the caution definitely helped him. At least made it a battle for him. At least able to give Dave a run for his money there up front. But the early incidences were just unfortunate for a lot of guys. I think a lot of fast guys were knocked out of it early. Kenny Baum Jr., Mitch Lennon, Justin Munsell. So it just unfortunate. Like David just said, just some bad luck for some of those guys at the beginning. But next week's a new week, new track, and we'll see what happens when we go to Charlotte.
We sure will. Charlotte next week, same time. Let's go ahead and look at the final finishing results here tonight from Kansas Speedway. Dave Washington, of course, is your winner. James Ray came home second. Brad Spidell was third. Stefan Brunel fourth. William Roberts rounded out the top 5. Eric Dalla-Riva came home 6th. 7th was Brian Terry. Dylan Jones was 8th. TJ Graves was 9th, and rounding out the top 10 was Dylan Lee.
Coming home 11th was Tyler McEwen. Justin Munsell will finish 12th. Mitch Lennon came home 13th. Dave Elliott, he'll finish 14th. Kenny Baum 15th. Brian P. Coveney will finish 16th. And that will round out the field here tonight, of course, with only one lap under the belt for Brian P. Coveney and some of those guys at the end. So, like I said, very unfortunate for those guys. But we move on next week to a new place, new venue, new race.
But a bunch of these guys will be back. 7 cautions for 19 laps, a total of 10 lead changes tonight. It was a great race tonight. Carl Brown, we head to Charlotte next week. Do you have any final closing statements from Kansas?
A lot of fast racing tonight, high line. I'm just glad that my record still stands for amount of times of hitting a wall in the race here. So I'm pretty happy about that, but looking forward to Charlotte and getting closer to this chase.
There you have it. Andy, final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Let's get it on. I'm ready to get these. I'm ready to get these races going. Get back to the chase. Only a 4-race chase this season, so 3 more to go till we get there. A lot of things can happen. A lot of guys kind of low in the points, so they need to make up some ground here in the next couple of weeks. But other than that, I'm ready to get out of Kansas. We've been here a lot last couple of weeks, and it's time to get a different scenery, and I'm ready to go home.
I heard that. Remember, same place, same time next week right here live on No Bull Network 1. We head to Charlotte in the Cup Series. We have racing Monday, Tuesday night of next week, and the radio show on Wednesday. Be safe if you're in the path of the hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico. But for that, I want to thank Carl Brown, Andy Kessler, Matt Weisbrod. I am Ben Kilcrease. Have a great Friday and have a great weekend. And remember to put the phone down.